Hey everybody, Darin Kidd here. Quick question for you. Do you ever get frustrated because you would like to achieve your goals sooner than later when building your network marketing business? And really the only way to do that, to create that time freedom and financial freedom, is to be able to go out and learn how to prospect and recruit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some very simple things, one tip, and then I'm going to give you some bonus tips to really help you with the recruiting process to speed that up. So if that sounds good to you, let me know. But first of all, a couple announcements. The one announcement that I have, now being in network marketing since 1991, I found that most people struggle and fail at prospecting and recruiting. And it's almost impossible to go out there and create financial freedom and time freedom if you don't learn those simple, basic things when you get started. And so what I'm going to do, and I wanted to get this right up front because we do have limited space, I'm going to do a free 1-hour training on August 1st. Okay, and what you want to do, I'm doing two different events. One is at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The other one's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so if you want to secure a spot on that training, if you don't, it's completely okay. But if you do want it, you want to get it right away because I'm just now starting to announce it. Actually, tomorrow is the official promotion, the start of the promotion. So it'll be like 7 days out. But if you go to the website, recruitlikeapro.com. So maybe someone can put that in the comments. I'd really appreciate that while I'm talking here. Recruitlikeapro.com. And what you want to do is you want to get every single one of your team members on there as well because it's something about that third party. I failed for 7 solid years, said I'll never do network marketing again, only then to finally have the right mentors that came into my life that taught me how to go out, and since then, personally recruit over 1,000 people myself, build teams of several 100,000 people all over the world, make multiple 7 figures. And that's not bragging. It's just to get the point across, like I know what not to do because I failed for 7 years and I finally learned what to do. And I'm going to share some game-changing information with you that night, August 1st, or that day with the 2 different events. So August 1st, 3 and 9 p.m., the website recruitlikeapro.com. And if you're watching this after that date, I will go ahead and once we close that out, I will put an announcement for the next date as soon as I can get to that. So with that said, let's go ahead and get right into the training. And by the way, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be giving you a lot of free resources and training right here on YouTube. We're going to start doing in the next couple of weeks a weekly episode right here on YouTube. And I'm going to work on developing what we call a freemium. Maybe it's a cheat sheet, maybe it's a script. Every single week, I'm going to be delivering those to you. So you want to be subscribed, have your notifications turned on, so that way you can get that information and your team can get that information. And you can go out there and put it into action and help crush your goals and just explode your business. Recruiting, all right? So here's how you increase the speed of your recruiting. It's very simple. It's very basic, but a lot of people don't get it. It is easier to build your business fast than it is to build your business slow. And the number one way to increase the speed of your recruiting is increase the rate of exposures. Now, what is an exposure? An exposure is when you share some information with someone. Maybe it's a video, maybe it's a website, maybe it's a third-party publication, maybe it's whatever it is. You just make sure that when your mouth is moving, you're pointing to something else that does the presentation for you. So that's an exposure. And the way I look at exposures, it's your miles per hour in your business. So if you have someone that's going out there and they're talking to one new person a day, right? Maybe they're meeting one person a day. Maybe they're connecting with, one person on social media a day. Maybe they're, going to a networking event, once a month. But then you take someone else that goes, hey, you know what? I'm going to launch or relaunch my business. I want to go out there and just explode my recruiting efforts. And that's the way you really get to where you want to be sooner than later because we get customers and we get customer getters is all we do in network marketing. So the person that can get the most customer getters, you're going to get to where you want to be sooner than later. You're creating that leverage. That's why J. Paul Getty, one of the first recorded billionaires in history, Said, look, I would much rather get paid 1% effort off 100 people than 100% effort of my own. So if you want to create time freedom and financial freedom, you want to recruit. And then and let's say you're only putting in 5 hours a week into your business. But when you have a team of 5 people and they're putting in 5 hours a week, you're only working 5 hours yourself, but you're getting paid on your 5 and their 25, which is 30 hours. You duplicate that one more time, 5, 25, 125. You're putting in 5 hours, but you're getting paid on 155 hours. That's why most people look for work. Wealthy people build networks. Robert Kiyosaki in his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, talked about most people teach their kids, go to school, get good grades, get a job, exchange time for money. But wealthy people teach their children to develop assets that throw off cash, have money work for you. So when you're exposing people to the information, pretend that you just invested several $100,000 in a franchise and you have a grand opening coming up this weekend. How many people would you invite to that grand opening? You would do all out massive activity. I call it AOMA, AOMA, all out massive activity. And our job is to take people from not knowing about your products and services or your opportunity to knowing. That's basically it. Not knowing to knowing. So when you're exposing them through a third-party tool that does the presentation for you, the less you say, the more money you make. So if you just expose one person a day, it's going to take you a while to get there, to be honest with you. But if you go, hey, you know what? I've only got 2 or 3 hours a day to work my business, or when I get home from work and then, I get the kids in bed at night, then you're on social media and you're connecting with people online and you do that, connect with 5 or 10 people a night on social media. Then when you're out and about, you're meeting people as you're at the coffee shop. Maybe you're doing home parties. You got 5 or 10 people in your home. There's a lot of different ways to expose people. But if you want to speed up your recruiting, you speed up your exposure, your exposures. It's your miles per hour. And so a couple of things that I like to, remind people of. Sorry about that light, everybody. I think it's bright. My bald head is glowing. Is say less to more people. Instead of me convincing someone for 30 minutes, why not spend 3 minutes with 10 people, exposing them to a video, a website, a magazine, a third-party publication, a Facebook group, something that does the presentation for me. And then go back, and that's a whole nother training. You follow up and you look for the one. You're looking for the lookers, right? So say less to more people. Amateurs convince, professionals sort. It's very simple. And what happens if you just make a decision, hey, look, I'm not going to focus on results. I'm just going to focus on activities, and the activities will eventually lead me to the results. It's so true. Some of you are waiting until you feel like you need a little bit more training. You feel like you need to be prepared just a little bit more. Well, let me give you a little tip, a little secret. You're never going to feel ready. But motion creates emotion. When you get off this video, okay, what I want you to do is expose 5 people as fast as you can. It can be through social media. It can be in person. It can be over the phone. I don't care how you do it. Just get into action, because psychologists have proven it is easier to act your way into a feeling than feel your way into acting. Emerson said, do the thing, then you'll have the power. He didn't say wait for the power, then go do the thing. So when you get into motion, and my philosophy and attitude was, you know what, I'm probably going to be bad before I'm good, but I want to hurry up and get it out of the way. So with that first, maybe let's just use a phone call as an example. You're stammering, you're stuttering, and by the way, be real. That's your superpower. Being authentic and being real. Don't try to be something you're not. There's a reason the top 10 shows that people watch right now, the majority of them are reality TV shows. People want real. They don't like fake. So have fun when you're sharing the information with people. If you mess up, laugh about it and go, hey, look, I'm so new, and just lighten up and your sales will brighten up. But plan, do, review. Okay, so as you're going through the exposure process and you go out there and expose a bunch of people, every single time you're going to take and plan, do, review. A rocket is off track on the way to the moon 97% of the time. It's only on track about 3%, but it continues to readjust. So you'll get off the phone and say, man, I shouldn't have said this. I talk too long. Next time I need to do this, as you're messaging people, connecting with them on social media, you're going to do the same thing. So I didn't want to keep this too long, but if you like what you're hearing, August 1st, Recruit Like a Pro. I have an hour training that I'm doing to give you like 3 of the top recruiting, secrets that I've used to personally recruit over 1,000 people. RecruitLikeAPro.com. If you want your team to become recruiting machines, then you want to get them. I've already got people that are texting me like they're blasting it to their entire team because they know that they can promote me. Sometimes there are people that get tired of hearing from us, right? What time? It's going to be at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know we have a bunch of people that are international, so I'm going to do 2 different ones that day, but we're going to pack out both of them because tomorrow is the official start of the promotion. So you want to get this to your team today, recruitlikeapro.com. And let's see, Kimber says already signed up. Awesome job. And Gonzalo, I hope I'm saying your name right. You are on point. Thank you so much. And Sean, I appreciate you asking that question. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the video. Comment, in the comments below, like, where you're watching from, what city, state, province in Canada, what country. Let me know if you're going to be on the training on August 1st. Because what I'm doing, I've been working for days just on the slides, preparing the right information to help equip you to go out there and just crush it. So I can't wait to see all of you on the training, and appreciate you watching. Have an awesome rest of your day. Take care.